4 kilometers of beaches, tourists from all over the world, and every kind of sports facilities you could desire. It's hard to remember, but before 1992, the city was a very different universe. Few today remember how radically different the city looked before 1992.
Barcelona's wastewater used to be dumped over there. When it rained, everything ended up going straight into the sea. The sea was black. There was no tourism here. There was nothing. And now all of the people you see here on the beach are thanks to all of the changes made for the 92 games.
30 years ago, the fishing quarter was the poorest part of the city, nicknamed Barcelona's Manchester. The Olympics replaced factories with yachts. Only the residents can testify to how Barcelona used to be.
Hi, it's been a long time. How are you?
Do you remember when the neighborhood used to look like that?
I do. There was a place there that used to give lessons.
Here, you can clearly see how the train line split us off from the coastal area. This neighborhood had its back to the sea.
That's all in the past. This area where the Olympic Village was based has become one of the trendiest areas of Barcelona. This was where the Olympic Village was based. Jordi moved in here right after the delegations flew home.
Now it's clear that those Olympic Games were very innovative because the goal was for the Olympic Village to survive even after the athletes had left. In the 1990s, an apartment here cost 180,000 euros, and today they're worth 5 to 6 times more.
The apartments are just one example of the city's transformation. Only 10% of the game's budget was invested in sports facilities. The rest of the money was used to transform the city into a vibrant metropolis. US Millet supervised that work.
The Olympic Games repaired the scars suffered by Barcelona during the Franco years. The city had lacked investment, infrastructure, green areas. We were missing everything. To give you just one example, during the 40-year dictatorship, just 4 kilometers of ring roads were built. In the period of the Games, we built 40.
On the hills of Montjuic, Luis was keen to show us one of the most iconic sites of the 1992 Olympic Games. The famous Olympic pool, which overlooks the city, is still a source of pride for locals.
That's the diving board where we saw the towers of the Sagrada Familia in the backdrop. It was one of the most memorable images of the Barcelona Games. All the facilities were designed to be used after the Games because the Olympics last 15 days and sports facilities last 50 to 70 years.
The gold-winning dive at just 13 of China's Fu Mingxia was unforgettable, as was the basketball brilliance of the Dream Team, led by Michael Jordan. This hall has become legendary too. The young basketball hopefuls here are still inspired by the spirit of 1992.
We've got that model and the ambition to resemble those players and to soak up that period, which was one of the most beautiful in Olympic history.
Right, let's stop there. Come over. Don't stop your movement. I want a lot of speed between all of you.
The Olympic Games boosted sport among young people. This coach says there's still plenty of up-and-coming talent.
This stadium was built so that the city could promote basketball. And the youth team really makes use of it.
30 years after hosting the Olympics, Barcelona remains their greatest success story, an inspiration for other cities.